Hello. So we are reading the Happiness in Your Skin book, and yesterday we were talking about, or it just kind of jumped too soon. Hi, hello. The thing is, in case you're following this channel, then I'm doing two videos every day. Now I'm doing one thought of the day video, which I just did, which I recorded and I'll post it. And I am doing the reading videos, which where I'll be basically reading my books and explaining why I've written what I've written, and I'll explain the meaning of my work. I'll explain the meaning of all my writing work, right? So here we go. So we were talking about passion yesterday. We spoke about what passion is and what is the nature of passion. And today we're going to read from here where it says, how can you find your passion? Because a lot of people in this world struggle to find their passion. So in this section, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to find your passion. Because in case you do find your passion, life takes a different meaning. You find work more interesting. You look for passion in your relationships. You look for passion in every area of your life. So it is important to find your passion, right? So let us see how you can find your passion, right? So let's read this. So there's no one way to find your passion. There can be multiple ways to go about it, as long as you keep the goal in mind, right? As long as you keep the goal in mind. What's the goal? The goal is to find a piece of work which makes you feel alive. With relationships, the goal is to find a person who makes you feel alive, right? So largely the goal is to make yourself feel alive. You want to feel alive, right? So pardon my body hair right now. In lockdown I could not get them cut, otherwise I get them cut. In case you enjoy them, you can enjoy them for free. So while you're living, you want to feel alive, don't you? For me, writing and stand-up comedy are passion areas, right? So these are my passion areas which I discovered a few years back, and I really enjoy doing them. I really also like to explain my writing, right? That's the reason I'm making these videos. So you have to find your passion areas which don't feel like work. So this means I love these activities so much that I feel something is amiss if I don't do this, right? So you have to find something which if you don't do in a day, like brushing for that matter, yeah, like brushing, then you will feel something is amiss. So your passion is something that you feel that it's a mess in the day in case you don't do it, right? For me it is writing. So I write every day. Like even in the lockdown I've been writing almost every day, right? I've started a blog, I've been working really hard on it. So yeah, I miss the stage a lot, and that's something that is also my passion, but I can't do it because of the virus. Life is at risk, right? So you can't do it. So let's go forward with this. When I'm on a vacation, and I'm not writing, hitting the stage. I want the vacation to come to an end so that I get back to writing and I can hit the stage. Your passion is what you can't stay away from. Your passion is what you want to do at any cost. Your passion is what you would even pay money for. Let me give you an example. Okay, so we spoke about it yesterday. Let's start by, like, today we want to focus on how to find your passion. So let's look at some ways. So we spoke about passion, and today we want to speak about how to find your passion, right? So try a lot of stuff. There are multiple ways to find a passion. There's not one. Like some people are gifted so much that they find their passion pretty early in their lives. They don't have to make an effort. Actually, their parents make the effort because they expose them to a bunch of things, and eventually they realize which one that they love the most, right? So, but if you have reached a point in life where you need to help yourself find your passion, then you'll have to do a bunch of things, right? So try a lot of stuff. This is a trial and error game. You can't possibly try everything in the world. So you try to filter down stuff. Depending on how old you are, I want you to look back to your school and college days. If you're lucky to be reading this book while in your school and college, then you picked it at the right time because you have the time to experiment. Like the age or your time is on your side. Try a lot of stuff that you used to do in your school or college. Think about everything that you did as a child and what gave you the greatest pleasure. There must have been activities which you did naturally better than everyone else and you excelled without exerting a lot of pressure. You see, this is the simple truth about passion or your strengths. I mean, it comes easy to you. It is easy to you. It seems difficult to other people, but it is easy for you. For example, let's say somebody is passionate about mathematics. It is easy to them, but it's difficult for the rest of the world. Like the rest of the world finds, most of people in the world like me find mathematics really complicated and not fun, right? But for somebody who's good at mathematics, it's fun for them and it's play for them. So that is the simple thing about strength and passion, that you find it easy, you have fun with it while others are struggling with it. That was your mojo. That was when you were in your element. Sometimes you have no clue at what you may be really good at until an opportunity presents itself. I think I've always enjoyed English as a language. So for me, English as a language has been fun. Like I've always enjoyed English right from my school days. But nobody told me that could have been my passion. I've always enjoyed English as a language and I hated maths, but nobody told me it was the right way to go about life. I'm telling you now because nobody told me. Everybody told me that maths was important and you were supposed to be good at maths in case you wanted to lead a good life. And in case you think I am just one somebody who's talking about not good being good at maths and living a successful life, read the autobiography of Richard Branson. He was horrible at maths. He couldn't get it. He was a dyslexic. And he couldn't get the whole idea of doing theoretical maths. And he runs one of the most successful entrepreneurial companies in the world. He started when he dropped out of school. He was 16 or 17 when he started Virgin, and he was really bad at maths. So if you're bad at maths, you still have a future. So I sulked throughout my school life because people said you have to be good at maths. I was a terribly sad student. In the 8th standard, there was an on-the-spot essay writing competition on the subject, where is the will, there is a way. The competition is open to students between 8 to 12 standard. I was a nobody in school, and therefore I just sat in the competition and forgot about it. The toppers of my class discussed what they wrote and nobody asked me what I wrote because nobody cared. Nobody really thought I would go anywhere because I was a nobody. I won the competition. Nobody expected me to win, including myself. I stood first against students from 4 standards. That should have been a turning point in my life where either the teachers or my parents should have told me to focus on English. Since I was clearly naturally good at it and not bothered about maths, but everybody almost ignored the win. Since I did not know the importance of what had happened, I also forgot about it. Now, when I think about my school life, that one competition could have changed my entire life. I was a mediocre student, and here was an opportunity for excellence where I unintentionally proven that I was naturally good at and totally by chance. Everybody in the system should have seized the opportunity to push me to excel in the English language, but nobody did. Perhaps this idea that students should really focus on what they're really good at did not exist back then. I hope it does exist now, although I'm not sure. I wonder if it exists in school even now. Had I been the man I am now, I would have told my 8th standard self to dedicate life to writing and creative pursuits and just get by with other subjects. If I'd started focusing on what I was good at from that moment, my life would have been altogether different. But I did not. Now, go back to your life. Do you have a similar moment which is ignored by everyone, including yourself? Did you have a moment of brilliance? I call this the moment of brilliance when I've won that competition. That one competition where I stood first in 4 standards of class. So like about 500 people and students who were higher than me. I scored first. I call it the moment of brilliance which was ignored in my life. I'm sure there must be a moment of brilliance like that in your life. I want you to go back in your mind to that moment of brilliance. What had happened? What had you done which was amazing and beyond your expectations? How had everybody reacted? How had you felt about yourself? All you need to do to find your passion is that one moment of brilliance. That one moment of brilliance which could transform your life. That one moment of brilliance is the key to finding your passion. If you can find it out and realize what that was, you'll be moving towards a life where work won't just be more fun, but you will crave for it. If you haven't found any moment of brilliance in your life till now, I need you to experiment and try out stuff which you have found pleasurable in your life so far. Just do stuff and try out different things. If you work in a corporate where there's limited scope of doing new things, I strongly recommend you check out the events in town page of your city. And you may find stuff like arts events, stand-up comedy events, karaoke, Zumba, or other dances, astrology, palmistry, numerology, athletic events, speaking events, beauty events. Also, there's an entire breed of YouTubers, people who make YouTube videos for a living and they're doing a decent job at it. Similarly, like I'm making this YouTube video, they make money from the advertising revenue Google pays them. To elaborate a bit, for starters, people who have popular videos on YouTube are paid by Google, since these videos have a lot of eyeballs and Google runs ads on these videos. It's just like television, just a little bit more independent, since anybody can make videos and amass a following, including India's favorite, Thinchak Puja. We live in an age where there are ample ways to make money doing what you love. Someone may want to learn a skill that you naturally have or one that you have acquired over the years. You can teach that. So I highly recommend you check out what's happening in town and also check out what's happening online. In many cases, a lot of stuff that's done offline is recorded online. There are a lot of videos available of stuff that you can't physically go to, but you can just watch them online. So people can watch it from the comfort of their home or office screens. You may not have to even step out to understand what people are doing to make a living off what they love doing. You can just watch it from the comfort of your mobile phone. Mind you, a lot of people fail. For every success story, there are countless failure stories. A lot of people try and they drop out. It's not easy either. In stand-up comedy, I've seen a lot of people enter the comedy scene, do a few open mics, and realize they can't take the failure. They can't take the embarrassment that comes with it. Stand-up comedy is like a public failure. You fail right there on stage and 50 people see that you have failed. These people are not just part of the audience, but they're also part of stand-up community, and you know other guys who are doing comedy. You may say they are your peers, so you fail in front of your audiences and your peers. A lot of people can't take it and they drop out. But having said that, a lot of people have succeeded and made careers happen in 3 to 4 years since they started. I have myself seen some of my peers who are doing so well in comedy that they quit their full-time jobs. They travel around the world doing comedy. Isn't that outrageous? Isn't that fucking amazing? If they can do it, you can do it too. It may take longer, but it's doable. They're regular people like you and me. It's just that they had far more courage than any regular guy. It takes courage to follow your dreams, to follow your passion. And people who do that, they have the courage. Some of these guys have been so smart, they didn't even quit their job before they started making enough money off the passion area. So stuck around with their jobs and follow the passion on the side till the money started flowing in. Once they started making enough money, they quit their jobs to do what they really love. The world that we live in is full of people who have made it work. The world that we live in is also full of people who have not made it. The world that we live in is also full of people who haven't even tried. The last set of people makes the maximum numbers in this world. They haven't tried because they haven't had the courage. Do you have the courage to try? I mean, the important thing that this entire section wants to tell you is that it needs courage to find your passion, courage to try your passion. A lot of people don't do it. Most people in the world don't do it. That's why we have very few artists. We have lesser number of people doing work they love. I mean, you want to add to it. You want to add to the number of people who are doing work they love. So try your best to find your passion. This is a closing note to this section. I assure you that once you start doing something that you're passionate about, you will not see work in the same way as you've seen it all your life. Your days will be lighter and you will be happier. You'll be happier. There's no greater satisfaction in life than to be able to make it on your own terms, at your own vocation. I started writing this. I'm writing this at 5 a.m. I woke up early just because I wanted to write. I love doing this. I hope someone will read it someday and thank me for having made an attempt to inspire them. Find and follow your passion. There are only a few sources of happiness which will give you as much happiness as this. When you follow your passion, you'll meet people on this journey who are incredible, who've done amazing things just doing the stuff they love. Some of these guys came from well-to-do families, but not everyone. A lot of people have worked day and night, balanced jobs, expectations, families, among other pressures to be able to create the kind of life they wanted to live. Give it a shot, will you? So this is where we'll end for now today, and tomorrow we'll begin with other section, and that'll be on health, right? And so that's where we'll end this video. I hope it helped you understand how to find your passion, right? If it didn't, if I can help you, let me know in the comments. Reach out to me. I will be happy to discuss. And in case I can help you find your passion, I will. Trust me, I will. Right? Thanks for watching. Whatever time of the day you're watching, have a good day, have a good night. Bye. Good night.